Hi, my name is Mariana Contreras, and I'm going to answer the second question that says, why did the classic institutionalism fail? Please explain the reason for its failing and one of the theoretical outcomes explained through one example. First of all, I want to start explaining what is classic or old institutionalism. The old institutionalism has its purpose the structuring of formal and already established institutions, their composition, rules, and their impact in the possible social structure where it plays, as well as the influence in the political, economical, and social environment that it is represented. One of the main reasons why classic institutionalism or old institutionalism failed it was because its tendency to focus primarily on formal institutions and their static structures. Often, the dynamic interactions were not taken into account. There was some time of power relations and informal relations that old institutionalism don't take into account. These affect the shape and the political process and can be failed or can affect countries that are less powerful than others. One of the theoretical outcomes can be explained through the example of the policy implementation in a government. Policy implementation is not just a matter of following formal rules. It involves interaction between political actors and social actors. The bureaucratic process, the interests of the groups, and the broader public can create informal networks. It can create also power struggle, and a negotiation process can be affected because this established rules that classic institutionalism put. Also can significantly impact how policies are translated into action on the ground or in an international or national context. Taking into account any specific example, let's take into account the healthcare reform policy based on a democratic structure like Colombia. Classic institutionalism might focus on the legislative process, the roles of relevant government agencies, but the formal procedures for implementing the policy might not be taken into account. However, this perspective might miss the influence of lobbying groups, public opinion, social expression, and interpersonal relationships among policymakers or governmental people. Finally, we cannot say that classic institutionalism has failed at all. Classic institutionalism has contributed valuable insights to study of political institutions and formal institutions' behavior. However, its limitations in capturing the dynamic of internal individuals and involving nature of political process have prompted the development of more and more specific theories that can be more comprehensive and can bring to us more theoretical frameworks or more specific theories to understand the relationship between institutions nowadays.